Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is July 12th, 2026. We're looking at Proverbs chapter 12. We're going to look at verse 1 today. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but the one who hates correction is stupid. You know, I am never a fan of somebody coming to me and telling me that I did something wrong. The first response in that is always, and I'm not saying this is right, but for me it's always well, hold on, who do you think you are? And it's difficult, right? I don't want to be wrong. I spent years being told being wrong is weak and disgraceful, and you will get overrun and run over and treated badly if you're seen as wrong because you're seen as weak. And that's the way I was trained. Today, I have learned that I am strongest when I receive correction. Now, my first response still is not to receive it well. I'm still working on that. I'm trying. My first response still is to put up the shields. And, you know, sometimes it's okay to have the shield up so you can evaluate safely, because there are people that come at you and they have no intention of good. But this verse doesn't talk about not letting anybody speak into your life or letting everybody speak into your life. It says, whoever desires a warning or a correction loves knowledge. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge. Whoever desires, craves to be shown that they've got something wrong, they love knowledge. They desire knowledge. And I can tell you that my life has changed tremendously over the years because, well, I don't just let everything come in. I crave warning. I crave correction. I crave the need to see my faults. I ask people to speak into my life. But the one who hates being told you're wrong, they're stupid. Yeah, I've been stupid for too many years in my life. That word hates, it literally means that you can't ever receive a correction. You reject every correction, not even to the point where you won't even evaluate it. There are times where I reject, but I still evaluate. And I come back and address it later, whether it's right or wrong. I can say today I desire warning and correction. My question for you is, when you go to church and the pastor talks about the difficult thing in your life, and you know he's got some insight into your life and he's speaking directly to you, are you walking away from the church, or are you receiving it? Because as a pastor, there's many times where my sermons aren't addressed to any particular person in any way, shape, or form. I don't know anything other than this is what God wants me to talk about. So the reality is, This is just one situation in your life. It's the safest place to receive warning and correction, and yet we tend to reject even that. How much more do we reject outside of those safe places? Maybe you're in recovery like me, and you go to a meeting and somebody gives you a piece of wisdom and you receive it as they say I'm being dumb. And if you don't evaluate, you're being stupid. Literally, if you can't do it in the safe places, how much more stupid are you in the rest of your day-to-day life? I know that word is not a word that we like to be called. I reject it outright more often than not. And yet, if it's being given as a warning or a correction, maybe I should evaluate it. How about you? Guys, I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. It is Sunday, so you got time. Get to church. God bless.